What's going on? J Knows Credit back with another video. Got some information for y'all today. What's going on? Salute, salute. J Knows Credit back with another video. Just gonna give a few minutes for some other folks to get on. What's going on, Joe? Hope you're having a good day. How everybody out there? How y'all doing? Happy Thursday. Try to give y'all a live every day if I can. On the way, on the way. All right. Yo, yo. Hey, hey, what's going on, Brenda? Hey, hey. Yes, I know, right? All right. So, just let you know, this particular hack, anybody can do this hack. Oh, Gold Chaser, what's good? What's good? Kojo, what's up, man? We gotta talk after this live. Mr. KY. I don't want to mess your name up on video, but I gotta call. I'm gonna call you as soon as we're off of this video, bro, because I gotta check on the rest of your funding. I gotta see how those other 2 applications went for your funding that we had to wait on to submit documents for. So I need to double check on that for you, KY, or see what's going on with that. You ain't got to post it here as far as a note in here, but I'm gonna call you to see how that went. All right, but I'm definitely gonna hit you up as soon as we get off this. And Mr. KY, you see him commenting right there. He's already got 11,000 in funding from me already. We're waiting on 2 other places for funding, and I also got another 5 applications I have to do for him as well for another credit bureau. I just want to get some other things going with these other 2, get those knocked out. So right now we're at 11,000. Hopefully by the time we get off the phone today, we'll be at about 30-something thousand. And then after our applications, hopefully be around like $50,000 to $70,000, stuff like that. Averagely, I get my clients about $50,000 roughly. If they're getting my Tradeline packages, they're getting top of the line packages, usually between 50K and 80K. Just depends on how strong their primaries are with the combination of how strong my AUs are to get them that money. So BBT just gave me 2 credit cards back to back, 8K. I'm sorry, let me read this message. Let's see, live chat. Let's see, back to back, 8K each. Let's see, pull from Equifax. Nice, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. I like BB&T for that. I had BB&T checking account a while back, and they changed how they did their, like, I don't know, I had to pay some fees or something. I just didn't feel like I had to account for like years, but they changed their accounts and wanted me to pay these fees, and I was like, I'm not paying these fees, and I canceled them and went to like 2 other banks for my business account. So anyway, so if I'm doing your funding, of course, my funding fee is $150 for my funding fee up front. That I just do that for the applications. You're just paying for my time. There's nothing that's really crazy with that. And then on the back end, you pay a 7% as of right now. That's what I'm charging, is 7% on the back end of funding. So if I get you 100K, my funding fee is 7K off of that. So you can do that from a cash advance from the cards you have once you get them in the mail, or you can, if you already have that type of money to spend, you can go ahead and pay that as soon as we get you approved for your funding. Okay. But one thing I want to tell you as far as it's a hack is I found that there are 3 companies right now that give credit cards where you can get 95% of the credit card limit in cash. Okay, so like think about this. Okay, now you got a credit card that's got $10,000 to $20,000 as far as the limit, And of course, you know, you can swipe it and use it like that. But if you need that cash to invest in the business because you don't have business funding yet, or you just want to, you know, do something and flip it for yourself, you found something from Amazon, FBA, you're selling on Amazon, Shopify, you need products, you need home improvement, but you need the cash, you know, they don't accept credit cards. You know, I found 3 companies that you can withdraw off that card 95%. And all you got to do is just walk into a bank just like you would any other cash advance and take the money off the card. So if that card gives you 20K, imagine you got a 20K card, you get 95% of that money. You know, you can go in there and get, I'm not going to calculate, you know, that was that, I don't know, 18,000 or something you can pull out, you know, just for lack of math right now. I'm not trying to add. But, you know, you took out 18 grand that you had cash in your hand right then and there. Like, you just pull out some $1,000 bills or $100 bills, which is like, yeah, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, most cards give you like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 1,000, 5,000, you know, stuff like that. Your credit scores have to be super high for funding. They don't. Your mix of profile, like, for an example, you can be someone out there who has a 650 credit score, and there's certain banks that accept 650, and then you run your credit, and then you get, you know, 5 to 10 bands from them because your combination of history, and which is the main thing, your history and your on-time payments qualify you a whole lot more than your score. There are certain cards where you want your score to be in a certain place for you to even apply for that certain card. But you don't have to have a particular score for funding, because there's banks out there who will still give you money even if your scores are lower, but your history has to look right for them to be able to give you that. And that's why I say there's people who have 700 credit scores and they can't get a cell phone in their name. So that score won't mean nothing without the power behind it. You got to have the power behind the score. And most of us don't understand that type of thought process. Like, well, my score is 700. Like, I don't know what's going on. I went to buy this and they told me I'm not approved. My score is this and that. But you don't have the history to go with it. That's the history, is the power to go with it. That good credit history, those 5, 10, 20-year histories, you know, you can have that much history and still have a low score because of other factors, you know? So it's more about the whole combination. I get that kind of question a lot, but good question. People ask me, you know, how about, you know, about funding, about, you know, my score is this, how can, you know, how fast can I get to 780, or, you know, can you help me to get boosted my score up by, you know, 100 points right now? And that's the answer of yes and no every time. Yes and no. I could do that, and I possibly can't do that as fast as you want it to be done, because I don't know your profile. That's why I tell you all, you know, to call. Right now, you can call right now. My assistant's already waiting for the phone. 1-8333, the letter J, K-N-O-W-S. J knows. She can go ahead and do a consultation for you. Consultations with her are $25. Consultations with me are $75, just because I'm so busy doing a whole lot of other things. And I'm trying to get information, trying to get, you know, a lot of things submitted into the credit bureaus. I'm up to 3 a.m. in the morning every night, Eastern Standard Time, just doing letters and submissions. So it's not just like, you know, I'm just like unavailable or untouchable. But during the day, I got a lot of stuff going on. During the night, I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm also running other businesses as well as I do day trading. Just kind of plug. That's what I would do. That's what I do as well. So, you know, I try to make my time, you know, try to manage my time, and I'm running a, you know, a real business. So I'm not going to be able to do all the work, you know, answering every call myself. So, like I said, if you want a consultation with my secretary, she can, her name is Dom. You can call right now, 1-8333-J, K-N-O-W-S, J knows. That's 1-8333-556697. And she can go ahead and give you a consult if you need a consult. Okay, the whole purpose of a consult is to give you a plan in place of what you need to do. You don't have to do it with us, but it's just, we're just telling you, okay, this is what we see on your credit file. This is what it looks like. This is what's going to best suit you. This is what you need to do in order for you to get to where you need to be, whatever your personal goals are. Okay, so we're going to find out, okay, what your goals are, and then we can look at your credit report and give you a plan in place for that. Okay, now, for these banks, of course, I got to keep something under wraps. I'm not going to tell you every bank that there is. Okay, that's a part of my funding. Okay, that's a part of my, I guess you can call it, my will and bait. You know, I want you to go through and get funding with me. That way I can get you these type of cards. That way you can comment on a video like this. You can say, you know, yo, I got these cards. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'll release it. I'll release it at some point. But I want you to understand that, you know, you have to be in a place where you're not just like, gimme, 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 gimme. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of information I give a lot of information out for free, just because I want people to know certain things. Okay. You know, another thing I'm gonna give out for free today is about e-Oscar. A lot of people don't know about the e-Oscar system. And with the e-Oscar system, if you're doing repair yourself and you're trying to figure out why you keep getting these letters back saying that stuff been verified, that's because anytime you send something to the credit bureaus, e-Oscar is reporting back that it's verified. It's just a system. It's like an autoresponder that they're getting. So when you know, when the credit bureaus get this information, it's like an autoresponder that actually goes through from these other companies that'll say, you know, this is verified, this is not. And so if you don't know how to take it a step further and level up that dispute, then you'll get that verification back from that dispute. And you're like, okay, well, this is verified. Well, doggone, you know, it's not going to come off. So at least I tried, you know, and that's not the case. You know, if you're adamant about repairing your own credit and you have the time to do that, you have to be patient. You got to learn that there's things you have to do in order to bypass the e-Oscar system. One of those things is you don't want to use like a white paper or a black, or, you know, a black pen or even a blue pen. You want to use something that's unorthodox in color, because what's happening is that e-Oscar system is automatically scanning that envelope that you sent it in, and they're being able to process that letter and know what's on that letter, and they can go ahead and either verify it or not verify it. Okay. What you want to do, you want to make it have to go to a real live person, where that person has to actually open your letters and read your letters. A lot of folks don't know that people at the credit bureaus don't read your letters. Like 95% of the letters that come through the credit bureaus, they don't read at all. No physical person sitting there opening letters all day reading your letters. Like there's thousands upon or tens of thousands that go to them every single day, literally. Nobody's reading all those. They have a system for that reads it for them. Okay, so if you wanted to get to a real person, you have to change some things in your letter writing process of disputing. Okay, so make sure that if you're doing that, like I said, if you got the time, there's a lot of things you can do on your own. Just if you don't have the time, let me know and I'll take care of it for you. But if you do, you gotta do certifications. You gotta make sure your letters are certified. You know, it's very, very important to do that. I'm going to be releasing a book as well, just it's going to be called The Credit Bible. You know, that's kind of the name I'm playing right now. But you'll see that, where I'll give you like a list, step by step of what to do, you know, to repair your credit. And that might be an ebook, something like that I'll be releasing. Okay, but yeah, understand that verified does not mean verified. A lot of times they have to verify with you. They got to send you proof that it's verified as well, not just to the credit bureaus. So they actually have to show that that debt is accurate by sending you paperwork showing how it's accurate in detailed form, you know? So it's very important you understand that even when you get that type of letter, you got to know how to dispute that, or, you know, go back at them as well with that. So it's not just the, oh, it's verified, I move on and don't try it again. Just don't do online disputes. Please don't do online disputes again, because you're wasting your time. A lot of times stuff will come off, but it'll come right back in a couple of months, just trying to warn you, and you can't do nothing about it because you waive your rights. Okay? So, yeah. 1-833-3 knows if you need any help in that. You can actually call, text, and fax that phone number. Okay? So a lot of times people have to send information in. One thing I do want to talk about, though, is the people who have been commenting on my videos that I had. Let me see. I'm trying to think about through memory. I had somebody comment on my videos, what they say about my form. I have a form in some of my videos that where you have to submit your ID, your social security card, and a billing statement. So I had one person comment, I think it was on my AU Tradeline video, and they were saying like, well, man, why do I need to submit that? Because most of the time when I do an authorized user, basically, I don't have to submit that information. Well, here's the thing. If anybody's here who does authorized users. Maybe you're somebody who already does credit, you know, and you're just kind of peeking in and kind of knowing your competition. I'm not your competition. I'm just, you know, there's no competition out here, you know, for me. I'm my own competition, so I'm not competing with you. If you think I am, I'm not. If you're watching this, you got to understand that if you have a physical credit card, you own a credit card, right? You have 10, 20 years of credit history on that credit card. That's your baby. That's your oldest credit card you've ever had. If that credit card gets closed, your whole score and maybe your leverage of your business money that you have from that card goes away completely. All right? So what they have done at most of these banks now is that once you get to a certain number of AUs on your account, they will ask you for every AU you have on your account. They'll ask you for their ID, social security cards. Sometimes they ask for front and back pictures. Okay? So what that means is this person may have added maybe 10 AUs to their account, and they don't have any of those AUs as information. Okay? So I go back to you as a person who bought an AU, and I'm like, hey, I need your ID, social security card. You've already moved on. Maybe your phone number has changed, whatever the case may be. Okay, so now I don't have that information to give to my client. My client can't submit it, so that means his card is locked up front. They lock the whole entire card. The person cannot use the card to make any purchases. Okay, it's frozen completely. And after so many days or weeks, they close the card out for fraud. No matter if it's fraud, even if the person added them, they know all their PIN code and passcodes and mother's maiden names and all that kind of crap. Doesn't matter, because they cannot provide the bank with the ID and social security card. Their card is no more. So they lost all of their history, and that card becomes closed. And it shows up on the credit report as closed by the credit grantor. Okay? And that note also hurts them with getting other new credit cards. As well as now their credit history is shot because that was probably their oldest credit card, for an example. So that's why in that form, I'm asking you to submit your ID and social security card. All right. Now, my credit is good. I don't need to be trying to jip you on your credit or apply for anything in your name for your credit. Okay. That doesn't do me any good. I'm good on credit cards. Trust me, I'm good. All right. That information is solely for the purpose to send to the client whose credit card it is. So that way, they're not just making money off of the authorized user. They feel at ease because now they know if that credit grantor asks them for a person's ID, social security card, they already have it. They don't have to wait for me to call that client, try to get in touch with that client for them to send it in. All they got to do is say, okay, I got it. I'm ready. Here it is for you right now. Unlock my card. That person can use their card and be free. That's the purpose of it. Okay? So don't get it twisted. Don't try to comment on my videos talking about, you know, blah, 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 blah. This guy knows what he's talking about. I know what I'm talking about. And if you have a credit card and you've added a lot of AUs to it, you know this to be true as well. Because these banks will play, especially with Capital One, Discovers, Bank of America. They do not play when it comes to adding. Now, every bank may not ask for it up front, but I like to already have it and be ready. Okay? So I just want to make that clear. This is like my stern voice. I'm trying to make that clear so you understand if you're watching this video about what that is about. Okay? I'm not going to do anything or put you in a position to where I'm trying to do something to you. That's not the point. Okay? Anyway, I do have my own other brands as well. You know, just a quick plug. This is a nice little shirt right here. Talk about fatherhood. You always represent the good fathers out here. That's my Fitz LLC. Fatherhood is the ish. Okay? And, you know, I'll have links for that as well. People want to, you know, support the brand of something for their father. You know, something that's cool and not just very, very kid-friendly. This is not a kid-friendly shirt. Okay? But yeah, I'm going to be doing a whole lot of more videos as well. I've been trying to do a YouTube live every day that I can. I'm trying to, you know, make sure that y'all can get some information from me just out of my mouth live, so you know that, you know, I'm here. I'm not just somebody who's just, you know, standing, you know, behind the camera, but I'm also in front of the camera so you can know things and get some knowledge from me and ask a question. So right now, I'm gonna give it to y'all to ask a question. And if I think of something else, I'll go ahead and just go talk about something else while I'm waiting on your question. So Let me go ahead and see if I missed a question already. All right. Navy Federal giving away money. Everybody knows. Everybody I know gets about 15K credit cards. Oh yeah, bro. That is a fact. Navy Federal does give away cards. I mean, but also understand they give away $1,000 credit cards too. I know people who have applied for Navy and only got $1,000 because they didn't have any other type of history. So make sure that your history looks good enough to get that 15,000. Now, I personally have a 20K and a 15K card from Navy. They will give you 3 cards total over a certain amount of time, but you're able to max out at 3 cards with them. So I'm actually hunting for my 3rd card. I think I'm gonna get the cash rewards one. Right now I have the flagship and the Go rewards. I want the cash rewards as well. I'll probably go back to them probably around, I don't know, June, July's time when I'm ready to apply for another 15 credit cards at that time. But yep, you're definitely right, sir. Definitely right. Okay, let me go back, make sure I didn't miss any questions. All right, you need an AU, point-to-point transportation. You need an AU. Hey, 18333. J knows. I sell my AUs in packages. I do that for a purpose. People, I was like, can I buy 1 AU? I tell them no. If you want 1 AU, you can go buy it from somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? I know people who sell AUs buy the ones, and you can do that. But if you're coming to me, you probably want funding, and I'm going to tell you what's going to guarantee you funding, and that's getting at least 3. Okay, you do what you want. A lot of times I don't sell one by the ones, especially if I haven't seen your profile. Especially if I seen your profile, I might go ahead and give you 1. But if you just call me for some trade lines and I haven't seen your profile, you gotta get 3. That's how I sell them in that package. Okay. Oh yeah. yeah. I do a couple things like that. I might have gone another trip soon. Let's go. Size 2X and 3X. I got you. I'm gonna call you KY. No pun intended. Let's see. I added my mom on my credit card, and randomly they asked us to send in her info, driver's license, social security card, etc. You are 100% right. Now I want you to look at G Sermon's comment. Now I added my mom on my credit card. His mom now, not some random person. He added his mom. And they asked us to send in her information, driver's license, social security card, etc. You're 100% right. Okay? Read that. Don't believe nothing I'm saying. All right, my break is over. I'll catch up later. Holla! Hey, Jennifer. See you later. Navy Federal is bomb, bro. I'm telling you that right now. Point to point. Navy Federal is bomb. I don't have time to do it myself. I'm trying to get my nails done. How could you help? If you don't have time to do your credit pay yourself, I have different services for every budget. Right now, I got a service is $79. It's $120 a month for 6 months. And you get 6 months for free if everything's not off in that first 6 months. So you're not paying for the rest of your life. I get clients calling me who've been paying these other companies. I'm not going to name drop. There's a lot of companies out there who do credit repair that you pay monthly for. Folks been calling me talking about they've been paying for 3 years, 2 years, and stuff like that for credit repair. You know, I get people who call me and I say, you know, $79, $120 a month. They're like, oh my God, that's so much money. Like, you don't know. These people I know been paying these companies for years and they barely get anything off their credit report. Okay, so for you to pay basically $800 over a 6-month period, that's $79, $120 a month for 6 months. Okay, that's all you're paying. Things will start coming off in the first couple of months anyway. But if everything's not off in the first 6, you're not paying anymore. You get 6 months for free. Okay? Like, people don't know how powerful that is. You get 6 months for free. Anyway, just wanted to put that out there, okay? But also, my second service is credit sweep. If you have the finances for that. Right now, if you've got $5 grand or less in debt, and you only got 5 accounts in total, all the balances are $5,000, maybe a little small collection here and there, you can pay $800 and get all that stuff off up front. Instead of, you know, you $800, 45 to 60 days, that'll be all off. Psh, bam. Easy. Okay, and the prices go up from there depending on how much debt you have and how many accounts you want removed. All right, and I see y'all new questions. I'm going to try to get these old questions answered first. Let me know about Navy Federal Credit Union. You're a member? Oh, yeah. You need to get If your credit is like high enough, and what I mean by high enough is if you got great credit, excellent credit, apply for that flagship card. That's their best benefit card, is that flagship card. If you don't have top-notch credit, but it's good credit, get that the cash rewards card. Okay, if you got kind of like in the middle of excellent and good, kind of like in that kind of like great area, get that Go Rewards. Sorry about that. It's getting a call coming in. Yeah, get that Go Rewards card, okay? Let me scroll up a little bit, finish up these questions. I'm going to get to the new questions here in 1 second. I have a lot of major credit cards. I just would like to get funding. Okay, you want cash. I do cash funding as well. What are some good trade lines to add? You talking about primaries, or are you talking about authorized users? I do AUs. The primaries that I have are my videos. I just can't mention those because they have it to where you're not supposed to mention those on videos, or they hunt their videos down and close them down. But I do have videos on primaries if you want the primaries that don't have history. What's going on, Alfred? How you doing, bro? Yep. You need a 5K loan? Let's talk. I have lots of history and a collection. That collection, depending on where that collection is, Mr. E-Man, that collection may not affect you for certain funding depending on who we're going to go with for your funding. There are companies who might only, pull one bureau. Well, there are a lot of companies who are going to pull one bureau. And you can get around that. Like, you might have 2 bureaus that's clean and 1 bureau that's not clean and still get funding. So it won't prevent you from doing anything. What does your credit score have to be for funding? Okay, yeah, I think I answered that one already. Just making sure. Is it easy to get funding from Navy Federal? It really is. It really is. Okay, let me scroll down and get these new messages. Yep, pulls TransUnion. Yep. That's Navy Federal, pull that TransUnion. Let's see. Same last name and address. They still froze my card till it was processed. And same name and address for that lady. For his mom that he added to his credit card. His account was frozen until it was processed and approved. We good now though, but would be of inconvenience if it had closed. Yep, big inconvenience. Trade lines. What about trade lines? Primary authorized users. What is a credit sweep? A credit sweep is getting rid of everything on your credit that's negative besides late payments and the inquiries, okay? For the sweeps, you get rid of the whole entire account. For an example, if you got an account that might be closed and it might be at 0 balance, but there still might have been 3 late payments on that account. So even though it's closed, you think that it's not affecting you because you paid off to 0, it still got late payments on it. So you want to get rid of that whole entire account. You just get it taken off by a credit sweep, and that just gets it off of your credit report forever without having to go back. Let me see. I'm trying to go do these in order now. Jay, I'm ready to make my personal credit report beautiful so I can start business credit and funding. Can you help? My personal credit isn't bad, but I need help and want help ASAP. Charlie, yes, call my number, Charlie, 18333. J knows, the letter J, K-N-O-W-S, and my secretary will start helping you out now. You're telling the truth, brother. Yes. I also have no debts. Fantastic. How much are your trade lines? You talking about AUs? My AU packages right now, I'm doing a discount, $200 off all of my packages, starting at $900 for 3 trade lines, going up to $2,300 for 5 trade lines with more history. So depending on what you want your credit score to be and how much funding you want, will depend on what package you get. You can see my packages at rtigroupconsulting.com. That is /tradelines. rtigroupconsulting.com/tradelines. That'll give you the list of all the trade lines there. And it'll show you what your score is projected out to be based on your credit profile being clean. And clean means clean. There's not people asking, like, what does clean mean? It means clean. Like, nothing. No late payments, no collections, 100%. Clean profile, okay? If you got a clean profile, I can project those scores you see listed. If it is not clean, for any reason, I cannot project those scores, okay? But you can see the list of all of them and what they entail of every package, Okay. Let's see. I have no debt, but I have 8 inquiries. Any way to get them off? Oh yes, Mr. Overlord Stone. Yes. So to get off inquiries, I have what I call inquiry bombs. I can remove your inquiries anywhere between 5 days and 60 days. Usually, I start getting at least 1 bureau cleaned off within 5 days. But I just say 60 days to protect myself because I might have that one stubborn bureau that just gives me a headache. But yeah, you can get all those off whether you have accounts with them or not. I can remove the whole entire inquiry without messing up your account in any way. So you could apply for 8 of those inquiries last month. I can get all 8 off right now. They are normally $50 per inquiry. Right now I'm doing them for $40 per inquiry for a limited time. So by the time February is over, they're going to go back to being $50 per inquiry. Okay. Let me see here. Go back. Cash Awards gave me 25K. Hey, Cash Awards gave you 25K. That's what I'm talking about, baby. So you got the American Express did the same. Yeah. Raise my annual income up on them. Yep, I told you, you can't really tell the complete truth about your annual income because if you say you make 25 grand a year, they're not gonna give you no $10,000 plus credit card. I've got 740 credit score, but a few minute inquiries. I'm guessing I meant minor. My apology. Minor inquiries. What's most amount of inquiries I can have to get Navy Federal Credit Union? I would try to have 3 or less of inquiries. 3 or less. That's kind of like a good place to be. If you don't want to go to 0, of course, but 3 or less. And that's over a 2-year period, by the way, not over the past 6 months, not based on that 1 year. You might be looking on whoever's doing your credit reporting as far as your credit monitoring. There's some who don't list all of your inquiries. So you might look at one thing and it says you only have 7 inquiries, but it's only going back a year. And you look at some of the other report monitoring services, you have 14 inquiries. Big difference, okay? So make sure you're looking back 2 years to see how many inquiries you have, by the way. Okay? Let's see. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Got 7. Okay. How long did the trade line stay on your credit report? For the AUs stay on your credit report for 2 billing cycles. So I say around 60 days. You can also ride AUs for longer periods of time, but they just cost you extra money to ride an AU longer. Right now, during the tax season, I'm probably not going to have anyone to ride, probably. More than likely. They're going to get all filled up, I'm sure. As soon as people start getting their money, it's going to be crazy gone. But normally, you can ride it for a few months extra if you like. You just pay extra to ride it for a longer period of time if you want it to extend out where you're going through a house closing, something like that. Maybe you have to wait to closing your house. You want to do it for another 2 months till you close. Totally fine. It's just a little bit extra to do that. But to answer your question, 2 billing cycles, sir. They stay on for 2 billing cycles. I don't deal with CPNs whatsoever at all. Yeah, you can only call certain ones though that get off. I found out that Experian has they gave you some BS answer, so they gotta have it on file of everywhere you lived at before, even if it's wrong and all that. But I just write it and dispute it to Experian. But you can call Equifax and call TransUnion to remove your old addresses, okay, and get your old names taken off too. What about faxing documents in instead of credited mail? I like to do both, just to make sure they get it. And you know, I'll write it in on physical mail, and then also fax it in too, just to make sure you know, I can get as much what I call ammunition as possible. So I'll just go to my fax machine, send it off at the same time, go to the mailbox and drop some off, and certify those and mail those off. It just helps to get your get the process off. That way they really can't ignore it because you have 2 things in with them at a time. Okay? All right. That's all the questions I got up here right now. Let's see. I have 3 cards with 20K with 1-year history. Can you do something with that? I have 3 cards. As far as like if you're saying that you're trying to become a partner of mine, I do have some rules that you have to follow and some things I have to be able to check on my side to know about your history and all that to verify information. But if you would like to become a partner, become an AU trade line partner of mine, which means you've already got, you know, some history, you know, at least a year of history going back even further. You want to make a part-time income of my clients who need AUs who come to me, and I'm able to pay you for putting them on your cars to help boost their credit. I'm definitely open to that as well. You can send a message to 18333-J-Knows and let me know who you are, your contact information as well. Well, don't call, because my secretary doesn't know anything about that part as far as partnerships. So make sure you just send a text about that, and I'll respond about what that text is about, and call you, and we'll go over the whole process and my terms and conditions for you to be able to make profit off of adding AUs to your credit cards. Okay, but we definitely can do that for you as well if you're looking to make some money. Okay, I can definitely help you with that. Let's see. My number, what's that? Fours even? Foes event. I'm sorry. Foes even. I think that's what that says. I'm sorry, I'm looking at it very small here, so please excuse my funny face on the screen. My number is 18333, the letter J, and KNOWS. That's 18333-556697. I did a credit rescue and did authorized users, but not going up. Not sure what a credit rescue is, to be honest with you, but you can also contact me and we can talk about what that process is. I'm just not sure what that is, what a credit rescue is. Can you get food? Sorry, not food. Can you get good funding with 6 months of primary history with a clean file? If so, around how much? 6 months is good. It's not great, but it's good. You need to get some AUs as well on top of that. You have to have the combination of the primaries and the AUs, okay? So you have to spend some money with somebody, me or anybody, or you can go to a friend or a family member who has a long credit history with a low balances. You can get added onto theirs, but you're going to need some AUs in order for you to get proper funding. What I mean by proper is getting a lot more money, okay? Right now, if you apply right now with 6 months, you can get a couple of credit cards for $1,000, $2,000, something like that on your own. But if you want some money, then you need to get some AUs, okay? AUs still do work. I see people talking about, well, do AUs still work? I watched this video. This guy said that, you know, AUs don't work properly, and, you know, you got to stop buying AUs, guys, because AUs, you know, people are lying. These guys are making videos. They're lying to you about these AUs. They don't work anymore. I do this every day. Every day I have people calling me to get AUs, and I apply for credit cards. I'm doing funding for people who already have AUs, and I'm applying for stuff. Like, I do this on a regular basis. AUs are not going to not stop being effective. There's always going to be a way for AUs to be effective. There might be a different way to apply it. Like back in the day, you could get one AU and have no primaries and get 20K credit cards. That no longer exist. Now you got to have some primaries with some AUs. Okay, well, next step. Used to be you can just get one AU and have one primary and then be fine. That's not the case anymore. Now you need to have some primaries, and if you don't have enough history because you don't have enough like history primaries, you need to have some AUs in combination of more than one. I just want it to be more effective, guys. I'm not trying to blow smoke. Like, the thing will progressively change over time, but AUs themselves are still effective. Don't let these other videos throw you off that AUs don't work. Like, they work, trust me. Okay? And for those of y'all who've done AUs for yourself, you know they work. You can comment about them working for you from ones you bought in the past month or 2 months, or ones you got added on 6 months ago. They still work. It's not going anywhere, okay? Let's see. I own $1,500 on each credit card with 20K. That's really good. That's really good. Okay, definitely send me a message, okay? And definitely can put you a part of my list, because the more credit cards I have to offer my clients, you know, that's more availability, that's more money that I can be able to pay out my AU partners, and I'm definitely cool with that as long as everything's on the up and up. You got to go through my whole verification process, but like I said, I do not mind getting you a part of my list. Okay. Let's see. Make sure I didn't miss a question. I think something just popped up here. When the AU is done, will it show as a closed or just fall off the reports? The AU will show as a closed account. Great question. The AU will still be there and just show as a closed account. Service monitoring, I recommend. Now, if I'm going to do any type of sweep services for you, I suggest getting Experian. It's a whole lot easier for me to be able to do credit sweeps with Experian compared to any other service. Equifax is giving me a hard time with getting Equifax off the report. So Experian helps me be able to get the sweeps off and not have any type of lag. So I would say Experian.com. If you want something that's free, of course, get Experian by itself, the regular Experian, just to see your Experian report, and use Credit Karma to see the rest of your reports. Okay, that'll save you money. But if you're trying to buy a house right now, something like that, I would suggest getting a paid for service. That way you can keep track of everything and you know exactly what your FICO scores are. I would get a paid for service for all 3 bureaus. I wouldn't suggest Privacy Guard. I just think they're too much. I don't think the information is as solid and detailed as an Experian. But that's just my personal opinion. Okay. But yeah, let's see. Right now it is about 3 o'clock. Let's see. How much is the clean sweep and how long will it take? Sweep takes about 45 days to get off your credit report. About 45 to 60. I say 45 business days, but that's just a maximum. I don't like my FICO. I think my FICO sucks and it costs too much. Just honest opinion. Let me see the rest of your question here. The amount is based on how much debt you have and how many accounts you have. Starting at $800, it goes up to as much as $10,000+ if you got $200,000 in credit you want to get removed. It does include student loans if you want to get student loans off, or if you want to get bankruptcies off. Bankruptcies are a little bit extra. So are repossessions are extra, child support's extra, but all that can come off within 45 to 60 days. Okay? Prince said true. Yeah, they suck. And I can take everything off as far as closed accounts, open accounts. If you don't want to open account to show, we can get the open account off as long as you just pay for it off. Everything can be taken off. If it's hurting you, let's say you got a student loan that's $20K and you're trying to buy a house and that $20K is taking off your credit to debt ratio for you to be able to qualify for that house. So you need it off your report. I can take that off of your report. That way you can qualify for your house within, the next 2 months. While your house is being built or something like that. Okay. If you have child support, and the child support is like, $8,000, just preventing you from being able to get the car loan you want to get, I can get that removed for you. Now, I can't help you with the state, them coming after you as far as on a local level, but as far as your credit is concerned, that can come off your credit. That way you can be able to make some moves. Okay, but don't think because off your credit that you don't owe that money to your state, local, because they can still come pick you up in that, in the back of that. Y'all know that white car that comes up with them blue lights on it. They can still come get you now. But at least you can buy some stuff from your credit while you out. But make sure you pay that stuff back and get your family right, okay? Because fatherhood is the ish. Don't be a bad daddy. Let's see, when they cleared up old stuff, credit with collection agencies. So my AU is with my parents, which have a credit card worth $30K in the military, but they hardly use it. Okay. Cleared up old stuff on my credit with collection agencies. Okay. But yeah, if you need help, just let me know. Let's see, just joining you. How much? Go! A lot. I'm not sure what how much means. I'm sorry. Do I necessarily need AUs with 1 year of credit history for good funding? Have a couple of credit cards and a car loan. I'm talking about, okay. So funding, if you're trying to apply for stuff, you want to be able to increase your chances, okay? Funding is all about, if you want to do proper funding, you want to have a 90%, 95% chance of getting approved for everything you apply for. You want to walk in the door like confident as hell. I don't know if I can say that word or not. But you want to walk in the door confident that you can get this particular card. Okay? So, or a car or whatever. You want to be able to get that funding right then and there. So to increase your chances, I'm letting you know it is a good idea for you to get AUs. Whether you get them from me or anybody, I'm just telling you that's going to increase your chances. Right now, with having 1 year and having a car loan, I don't even know how long that car loan is. That's why I say there's a lot of other factors you gotta calculate. I don't know what else is on your report either. So having that 1 year and having a car loan does not equal instant funding. All that means is right now you have debt. So let's say that car is 15K. You might have a 15K debt. Okay, that was my secretary. Hold on 1 second. I gotta respond to my secretary real quick. Okay. Sorry, I forgot where I was at. My apologies. Let me go back to these messages here. That white car with the blue lights suck. Facts. Facts. Let me see. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm talking about. The AUs. Like I said, you don't necessarily need them. You can still get funding without them. You can still get some funding, but how much will you get? I don't know. Will you get approved for everything you apply for? Absolutely not. So it just increases your chances, man. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Oh, for a clean sweep, prices start at $800, go up to $10,000. It depends on how much debt you want to get rid of and how many total accounts you have. If you have 5K or less in debts you want to get rid of, let's say you got 4 collections, and all total of those 4 collections, you might have one that's 800, 700, 1,000, little dot bill 1,000, 5 accounts. That's under 5K in total debts. You pay $800. Whoop, wipe, done. If you've got, let's say, between $5,100 and $10,000 of debts, okay, $1,200, and this is not including bankruptcies. That's a little bit extra. If you know bankruptcies, no child support, shit like that, just regular collections and stuff, $1,200, swoop, sweep, done. If you've got between $10,100 up to $20,000, you're gonna pay different percentages going up from there. Okay, I just have it written down in the list as far as what I charge, and you know, you just pay that fee. That is all up front. There is no payment. There is no PayPal because credit sweeps are not technically, you know, the thing that you're going to be able to do out here in this country like that without having some type of, you know, weird eye. Like, not a service, credit sweep service. Like, that is a fraudulent service. And that's why you can't pay with a credit card. Don't ask me that. You can pay with PayPal. Don't ask me that because you can't. Yes, you got to pay Zelle, PayPal, Cash App, Walmart to Walmart, bank deposit. I don't care. That's how you pay. If you don't like it, don't pay. Don't sit here and try to tell me that I should take credit cards and PayPal and all that. I know how they do business. That's not going to work for me. Either you pay it or you don't pay it. Either way, that's on you. Don't guilt trip me for not taking those methods. I can't. They don't support those methods. No credit card company supports a credit sweep service. Stop asking me that question. Just letting you know. Okay? Don't call my supervisor, my secretary, and ask her that either. Let's see, 1 collection less than $1,800. Yes, Beverly, $800. We'll get that taken care of. If you pay it yourself, if you pay that collection yourself, it will not come off your report unless they're willing to do a pay for deletion. You can call them first. Make sure you record the phone call. Ask them to do pay for deletions. If they can have a settlement for you, you can pay a whole lot less than $800 to settle and have them take it off a credit report. Do that first. If they don't want to do that and you want me to take it off a credit report, I definitely can take it off a credit report for you. Like I said, it'll be a set price of $800, whether you had $1,800 to remove or all the way total to $5,000, still gonna be the same $800. Okay, let's answer your question because the process is the same. Old repo, charge off 6 years old with a score of 640. What can adding AUs do for me? Nothing. You don't do AUs. I'm not gonna sell you AUs if you have stuff in your report. If your report's not clean, I won't even sell you none unless you just really try to make me. You say, hey Jay, I don't need it for any other reason but to close on my house. I need to boost my score up like right now, and I need just AUs. Okay, well cool. I will get you some AUs. But if you're calling me, you're like, Jay, I'm trying to do this, and I got these negative items. I got $5 grand in my hand right now. I want AUs. I will tell you no. Do not give me $5,000. I had a client call me yesterday trying to give me $3,000. No, I don't want your money. I want you to have positive credit. You know what I'm saying? I want you to take your money, save it, and do this first. So I did have that person pay for a service that cost them like $120 and $80, but I didn't have them spend $4,000, $3,000 on something that they don't need. Okay? You don't need that right now. You get AUs after you clean your profile. Whether you clean it yourself, somebody else clean it for you, or you want me to clean it. Do not do AUs until your credit profile is clean unless you're buying a house. If not, it will not help you. Okay? Just making that clear. All right? I don't want anybody to sell you. I have people call me and they get sold on AUs, but they're not ready for AUs yet. Okay? Clean sweep is guaranteed. Yes, it will work 100%. Yep. Interesting. Yep. Just giving you that, you know, real thing. I'm not trying to tell you to go and give me money that I can't, you know. I had somebody that want to make payments to me to pay off their, or to pay to their stuff. I'm like, okay, if that's what you really want to do, I'm just going to hold it in my account. It's just sit there. But I suggest you not do that. Just save the money yourself until you're ready, and then just give me the money all at one time when you're ready for AUs. But other than that, I don't want you to pay me for something that you don't need yet. You don't need AUs yet. If you have negative items on your credit, you will not get approved. Now, the only time I tell you that you can do that is if you're trying to get funding right now and you have 2 clean reports, or maybe 1 clean report that has no negatives on it, and you want to get funding off that 1 report. We can add AUs to your report, and you can actually go get funding with that 1 report, because I know what banks pull what bureau based on what state you live in, so I can get you funding on that 1 report. Other than that, if you got all 3 messed up profiles, there's no point in you getting AUs from anybody unless you're buying a house to boost your score. Making that clear. Do not buy AUs unless your credit profile is clean. What does clean mean? Clean. No negatives. No negativities. I don't speak Spanish, but no negativities. Okay? None of that. All right? Shout out to my Spanish people watching this. Hispanics all around. Latin America. Puerto Rico. I like y'all. What's your back-end fee? Back-end fee for funding is 7% if I do it. $150 up front for application, $750 on the back end. So it behooves me to tell you, if that's a word, if I can use that, behooves. It behooves me to tell you the right information. That way I get your profile looking the right way, because I have an invested interest as well. Okay? If I'm doing your applications for you, your credit profile needs to look very, very good. So if I'm going to make if I get you $50K, I make $3,500. I want you to get a lot of 50Ks. I want you to get 50K now and come back 6 months from now and get 50 more K or 100K, because I make money on that. You get more success and credit to do what you got to do from that. Okay? So please understand that. All right? Thank you. Thank you. I try to be somewhat entertaining and not just you know, talking about credit. I don't want to be boring. You know what I'm saying? You know, but it's your favorite guy in the hoodie. Jay knows credit, you know. Hey. Let me see your other questions here. I have only 2 things I'm paying on to build my credit, and it's not going up. I'm at 520 and need to buy a house. What the H do I do? Well, we need to talk. I need to get all the information. We need to talk. You probably gonna need a consultation. I'm telling you, it's gonna cost you between $25 and $75 for the consultations. If you want a consultation with me personally, I do have a calendar that you can actually do. I'm actually gonna put my calendar in my title subscriptions, or my title part of my videos, of my channel. I'm sorry, as well as in my videos. It's already in some of my videos already. You can just click on Calendly.com/JKnowsCredit, make an appointment, pay $75 for my consultations, because they are going to be going up to $150 here in the next week. And I'll be getting so many people hit me up for consultations. All right, so I do have to increase that, because it's just taking a lot of my time to do consultations now. But if you want with my secretary's going to tell you the same thing I'm going to tell you. I'm telling you that right now. You're just paying for my time. $25, talk to my secretary, and she can give you the same evaluation. All right? But if you want one with me personally, then we're gonna have to you know, pay for that time. That's all. I don't have any mortgage primaries. I tried with a company. They basically posted something for me, and basically I got excited because I was like, yo, I can sell this service, not only make money, but now I can be that connect for primaries. And that primary connection was a dud. They basically took my money, my clients' money, and I'm still paying back a few clients. Be 100% with you. Most people ain't gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm still paying some clients back who you know, bought this service. So you got to think about it. I post a video about something and I tell you all to get it, for an example, and it's going to a third party, and then they ished on me, and now who's at fault? I'm at fault because you paid me, you trusted me. So I'm still paying off clients who I owe money to because I told them to get this service. You feel what I'm saying? That's just keeping it 100. I don't want anybody to think I'm not keeping it 100. Now, that's 100% real. I wasn't providing the service, but I was selling the service, and so I'm responsible for that service. So I'm still trying to get people back now that I owe money to because I owe them money. You know what I'm saying? That's just real talk. So you're not going to find no videos like this, whether it's live or whatever, where people are going to tell you this type of real ish. I'm going to keep it real with you. That's not something that I wanted to happen, but something I still got to face up to and still got to pay people. I'm still sending checks, you know, whether it's, I don't like PayPal, but I'm using PayPal for certain people, Cash App, you know, Zellies, other people as well, just to try to save face reputation-wise because I trusted a third party. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, if that rubs you the wrong way from not being honest about some ish, then I can't help you. I'm gonna keep it real though. Let's see. So yeah, I don't do any primaries with history right now just because I don't trust anybody right now after being scammed like I was. Clean sweep for all 3 credit bureaus. Yes, all 3. $800, Beverly. Yes. Student loan, 10K collections. My credit history, 3.3, 10 lines, 650 score. Can you get my line? Can you get me a line of credit? I have a student loan, 10K collections. The 3.3, 10 lines, FICO score. Can you get a house with no W-2s? You can get a house 1099, yes. If you got 2 years of history, you can do the minute return. And, you know, as long as you want to pay them taxes right now, you can pay them taxes on the minute return and still get a house. They do have some banks who don't smile upon the minute returns. It depends on where you go to. I would definitely suggest Navy to buy your house, though. I bought my house through Navy Federal. And it wasn't the smoothest process going through them because their communication is kind of not great. I didn't give them a good review as far as communication-wise, but as far as interest rates and everything, and man, fantastic. I haven't found anybody as great as Navy. Not even my local credit union, state employees credit union. I mean, Navy's got that. They got them good rates, man. I think their rates just went up a little bit, but I think they're still great. The Clean Sweep website. There's a link. I have a credit sweep video. There's a link to fill out the form as far as what it's going to take for you to do the sweep. The sweep is not on my website. I'm not allowed to put it on my website. There's reasons why I can't put it there. That's why it's in my videos. Okay. But if you go to my sweep video, you'll see it. And I'll probably make a new one and put it on every video in the description. Okay. What up, Thomas? I appreciate that, man. Oh yeah, no problem, no problem, no problem. But yeah, guys, and ladies, hey ladies, like my boy on Instagram be like, hey ladies, my babies. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. It's your favorite guy in the hoodie, J Knows Credit. I got some more things coming for y'all. I got some more lives coming for y'all. Hopefully I can do a live every day. You know what I'm saying? Not sure if Navy is good or not. I'm not sure. They didn't say anything about it. I didn't use one for them, but I'm not sure. But yeah, we definitely talk about that more, sir. Or ma'am. Not sure if I saw the name on there or not. Okay. But yeah. Make sure you go subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up, please. Give it a thumbs up. I like thumbs up. Everybody likes to see some thumbs ups. All these messages I have to go through because I have messages I have to get approved because I get so much spam on my videos. It's ridiculous. I got to go through and actually approve each message and figure out who's trying to scam and who's trying to take my clients by posting stuff that it's not really me, all that kind of stuff. So I will go through and filter through that. But make sure you give my video a like, please. Give it a like now. Like. I do appreciate y'all watching my videos, watching my lives. Like I said, if I have any knowledge I can spit out to you, I definitely will. If you need my services, you know, I'm here for you. Call 1-8333-JKNOWS, JKNOWS. Hopefully I can give you some help. If I cannot, I'll let you know. If I say I can't help you, I can't help you. I'm not going to give you no BS, you know, like just making up stuff and say I can help you when I can't. But I do know enough to where I'm pretty sure nobody's going to have a file that I can't help. It's pretty, it's pretty much impossible. Okay. And, yeah. Oh yeah. Appreciate. Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. And, KY, I got to call my assistant to help her with something first. After that, I'll give you a call and help you with the rest of your funding. Like I said, we already got them 11,000 so far. And, we'll go from there. All right. J knows credit. Credit is queen.